Hey, good morning, everybody. My name is David Pendleton. I'm going to walk you through the tournament going on right now on how to play pro, and I'm going to give you my path to getting, at least a top 3 finish, if not a first place. So I'm going to walk you right into this little walkthrough here. If you find this, helpful, please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to try to do things like this more often. But let's hop right into hole 1, and I'll kind of show you how to play it. Definitely be helpful, to take some notes, because on a hole 1, we're going to be using a 10% elevation. We're going to be using a katana ball, and you're going to be using a spin adjustment. You're going to go full top, and then as much left spin as possible. Then you're going to adjust your rings 10%, and you're going to push your target back up to max. So you see full top here. That's about 5 left spin. You want to put your yellow target ring right onto the rough line, which you'll see me do right here. So yellow ring at the rough. Adjust 10%. Turn the camera around. Now push back up to max. You're going to do a little bit of overpower with half of a ball of left curl and take your shot. Now, I'm using an extra mile 8, so if you have an extra mile that's lower than that, you're going to want to use a little bit more overpower than I did. But you can see you don't have to use much. We have plenty of fairway to work with. You just want to get yourself around this distance right here for the next shot. So shot number 2 is a little bit different for me. I'm using a Goliath, which is a club I use all the time. I know there's a lot of people out there right now using the Grizzly and more accurate long irons, but for me, this is one I always use, so I'm very comfortable with it. This next shot is played minus 20% elevation, so we're going the opposite way of what we normally do. So negative 20 on the elevation. I'm going to use myself right around 2.75 yards or balls of backspin. Now you can see the mistake I made here. I did not put my ball guideline through the hole. I put it right at the hole. So you're going to see me barely miss this shot, but this gives you an idea of how much backspin you need to use. My only mistake here is not putting the ball guideline through the cup. I should have put it about 1 square past the cup. But as far as accuracy goes, right there, it would have been on. And we would have got the drop if we'd have just left it a little bit past the cup, because the ball would have came in a little faster, so we would have been right in the center of the hole. Okay, let's go to hole 2. Hole 2 I was struggling with, so I do have to give credit to Golf Clash Tommy. He was the one who came up with the adjustments on this one, and it definitely works. So hole 2 requires a lot of steps. The first step is to make sure you get your sniper out. So when the hole starts automatically, you're going to be on your long iron. So make sure you push up so it moves to your sniper. And then you're going to go 4.5 bars of back spin and 4 bars of right spin. So you see me make my sniper come out. 4.5 back, 4 right. Then you're going to find your ball guideline and push it through the cup about 1 green square. So you'll see right there through the cup. Now don't move your target. Just go 4.5 back and make this one go all the way to 5.5 right now. So you're going to see when you release here, you're going to have a weird guideline, but it does work. And the only thing you're going to do here now is adjust for medium distance of your sniper with a 20% adjustment. Now where I screwed up here is I put a little bit of left curl on the ball, which you should not do. You see how I went slightly left curl? Don't do that. Just hit the ball normal, no overpower, and you're going to get yourself a hole-in-one most of the times. I barely missed, and that's because I used the left curl. So again, 4 steps. Get your sniper out, 4.5 back, 4 right. Then move your ball guideline through the hole. Once you're there, don't touch your landing position at all. just go back to your spin adjustment, keep it at 4.5 back, 5.5 right, and then adjust your rings for 20% distance of your sniper and take a normal shot, and you're lining yourself up for a hole-in-one. Okay, hole number 3 requires a bag change. You're going to continue to use your extra mile driver, but I would suggest using a big dog and a power 5 ball like a berserker. Now what you'll do here is, this is another 10% elevated hole. You're going to go full top spin. You're going to go 2 right spin. And I'm taking this one a little bit more aggressive. And I'm going to be hopping the entire fairway here. You're going to see a lot of people going from fairway to fairway with the bounce. I'm just going to go ahead and clear the whole thing. So you're going to adjust for 10%. I'm going to go into full overpower with 1/2 of a ball of right curl. Hitting great left is okay. You don't want to hit great right. You're going to see we're going to get a good hop here. We're going to get a lot of speed, and we're going to just move right onto the fairway, which is why that right curl was so important. From there, you have really good distance, and you set yourself up for a nice shot with the big dog to get onto the green or very close to the green. Hole number 4 is going to be played. Let me find the replay here. All right, hole number 4 is going to be played 10% adjustment. I'm using a katana ball, and I'm using a Goliath again. Now, whenever you play this hole, even though you're not at max distance of your Goliath, you're going to adjust for max distance. All right? You want to take your orange ring and put it right here in this weird little area. I'm going to put it exactly on the left side there, and the top part of my orange is hipping that sand area. So it's going nice along with it. 5.4 wind. This is very important. 1 top spin, 1/2 left spin. 10% adjustment. As long as you adjust this perfectly and you have that landing spot perfect, you're going to get yourself a hole-in-one. To me, this is the easiest hole-in-one on the par 3s. It's easy to find the landing spot. It's a very simple spin. Again, 1 top, 1/2 left, and you get a nice roll for a hole-in-one. Now, let me tell you, if you are over 5.9 wind, you're going to keep it 1 top spin, but you're going to use 0 side spin. So anything under 5.9 wind is 1 top, 1/2 left. Anything over 5.9 is 1 top, no spin. All right, we're going to go on to hole number 5 here. So hole number 5 is going to be a par 4. Let me find that replay. On this one, we're using a katana ball. The first shot is played with 10% elevation. You're gonna see me find the yelling spot, this landing spot. I want my yellow target ring to be exactly on the edge of the rough line. I'm using full top and as much right spin as possible. So there it is, yellow ring right there on the rough line. You see the ball guideline going into the sand. Full top, full right, but we're going to use 1/2 of a ball of right curl with no overpower. That way we do not go into the sand. And all you need is 1/2 of a bar of right curl. You just have to hit the ball perfect. You cannot afford to hit this great left. If you hit great left, you are definitely going into the sand. So you see we have plenty of room to miss the rough, plenty of room to miss the sand, and we roll up really nice on the fairway. Now the second shot, we're going to be playing with no elevation at all. So second shot, no elevation. I did bring the Grizzly out to try to go for the rough bump, which is a really good way to play this hole. The Grizzly is a very accurate long iron. The only problem is right here is I got caught in between clubs and I couldn't find a good ball guideline to use the rough bump. So, you know, I had to make a last second adjustment here to try to take this on a different way. But I do believe the rough bump is the best way possible to get it. You know, last second adjustment, I came really close. You know, but that's not a very good shot to try to take. Try to get yourself lined up for that rough bump, which will be a lot better. All right, hole 6. Hole 6 is a par 5, which, you know, a lot of people are struggling on. But I'm going to show you what I feel like is the best approach to take on it. Again, we need to do a bag change. I'm using an Apocalypse on this hole, just for the curl. I have an APOC 4. We're going to go full top spin. We're going to go as much left spin as possible with the Kingmaker. I'm looking to put my orange target right on the rough line so you can see it's right there against the rough. So full top, full left as much as possible. We're going to adjust this 10% elevation. We're going to use just a little bit of overpower, but we're going to use a little bit more than a full ball of left curl. So a lot of curl on this drive with a little bit of overpower. Hit great left, you know, not a big deal. That's okay on this particular shot. But you see we roll nicely onto this fairway right here. Which is going to leave us up for our second shot. Now our second shot here is played with no elevation. But you can see by making this nice drive right here with using a Kingmaker, we don't have to skip from fairway to fairway. We can actually line ourselves up for an albatross opportunity, which is where you guys want to be. So, you know, you'll just line this shot up as normal. You'll adjust for your rings, and then you'll take your shot. And to save time, I'll just skip this one. We actually rimmed out on this shot, so the ball spun around the cup, you know, but overall we were very close. Now, hole number 7, we're moving on to another bag change. We're actually going to be using the quarterback and the sniper on this hole. And this is a really good opportunity for another eagle by using a rough bump shot. So some people are going this way, and some people are driving in a whole different way. But I'm going to show you what I feel is the best opportunity to pick up an extra eagle. So don't forget to get the quarterback out and your sniper. You're going to use a katana ball. You're going to use 5 backspin, 5 right spin. Very simple. 20% elevation. And I'm playing this shot with medium distance of my quarterback. That's just been working best for me. I put the white ring right there at the top of the rough line. That way I can always find the same landing spot. Adjust 20%. No overpower, nothing like that. This is just a normal drive. All right, now on to shot number 2. Shot number 2 is played 25% downhill. So there's a lot of elevation on this hole. And I'm playing this one medium distance of my sniper. But this is where you want to be right here. You just want to go for the rough bump. You want to dial in your shot. Medium distance of the sniper. And that's it as far as that goes. So pretty simple. Just make the right spin adjustment, make the right rings, and you're good to go. I can skip that to save time. I didn't make it. It fell just short of the cup on the left-hand side. So just a little bit more right spin, and I'll have that drop dialed in for the finals. All right, guys, hole number 8 is a par 3. Another hole in which I believe you can get a hole-in-one on the par 3. So with this one, we're going to be playing max distance of our sniper, even though we're not at max distance. I put the blue ring exactly right there on the edge of the rough line. You're going to see me use 3.75 backspin and 3 1/4 left spin. It gives you a really weird ball guideline, but I've been trying to dial this one in since the qualifying rounds. Give yourself just an easy shot here. No overpower. Just hit the ball perfect with the katana. 10% elevation. And this ball rolls nicely into the cup. So, take notes of what my mile per hour was there on the wind. Because obviously if you get hit with a little bit of a higher wind, then, you'll take a little bit of the left spin off. If you get hit with a lower wind, then you'll maybe add a little bit more click of a left spin. So that's how you kind of dial in, but you'll see that shot right there was nice and easy. And we got another hole-in-one on a par 3, which takes us to our last hole, hole number 9, another long par 5. On this particular hole, we're going to be using a big topper and a horizon. So very important to be swapping out your bag all the time on this tournament. Pretty simple on the big topper drive right here. Max top, 1 right spin. We're using a big topper just to gain as much distance as possible on this roll. I'm going to use a Titan ball. So again, max top, 1 right. I'm putting my yellow target there right at the top of the rough. Very simple, 10% elevated shot. On this one, you don't have to use any overpower. You just want to hit the ball perfect to gain that distance and gain that speed on the roll. All right, shot number 2 is going to be played with your horizon, and we're using the horizon for the same reason that we use the big topper. We want the top spin to get us close to the pin. I wish I would have gained just a little bit more distance with my drive, because then I wouldn't have to worry about hopping from fairway to fairway, which is taking off some distance for me here. But you can see the ball guideline. I don't have much room to work with to go into overpower of the horizon. So I went, full top. I went full right. I adjusted for 10% elevation. Use about half of a bar of right curl with a little bit of overpower. And you can see I didn't have much room to work with. I almost hit the rough, so the overpower was close. But either way, this puts us at a very safe distance for a chip in. And then this is the third and final shot to get the eagle. Now, you don't have to watch this one. We do chip it in. But it's a very safe distance. It's a very easy shot. And this will pick up an eagle on this hole for you. You don't have to do anything fancy. But just in recap, hole 1, you can get the eagle on. I came up just short. Hole 2, use Golf Clash Tommy's spin adjustment, which I went over. That could get you a hole-in-one. Hole 3, you can also get an eagle on. So you could start this tournament -6 and have a significant advantage. But I hope you like this video. I hope you find it helpful.